Welcome to part 2, the math of fat loss. We're going to dig into some numbers. It's not going to be complicated, it's going to be very simple. You've got two options at this point. You can take option 1, you can take one of the random diets that we talked about earlier, the low carb, the low fat, the low sugar. You can take one of those diets and you can trial them out and you can hope for the best. You can hope that you're in a calorie deficit and spend the next few weeks or months hoping to lose weight. Or option 2, we can apply the science. I've just been eating chocolate, by the way. I know I probably shouldn't be eating chocolate when I'm doing a fat loss video, but hey, what the hell. Option 2, we can do the science, which takes 2 minutes and you can guarantee yourself fat loss. In fact, you can decide how much fat you want to lose week by week if you apply the science. So let's talk about the science. First thing you're going to do is take your body weight in pounds, all right? Not kilos, not stone. Body weight in pounds. And you're going to times your body weight by one of the 4 multipliers. So, first 2 multipliers, the average lifestyle, average sedentary lifestyle when we spent in 2016-17, where we spend most of the day sat down in front of the TV or in the office at a desk in front of a computer. So we don't move much, but we spend most of our day sat down. That's the average lifestyle these days. So average lifestyle, you're going to take your body weight in pounds and times it by 14. Average lifestyle plus exercise, if you work out 2, 3, 4 times per week, lifting weights, running, playing sports. This is me, by the way. Average lifestyle, I spend most of my day sat down and I work out a few times per week. So I would take my body weight in pounds and times by 15. Active, so an active person, somebody who is on their feet most of the day, a waiter, construction worker, postman, they're going to take their body weight in pounds times 16. The active person plus exercise, if that active person works out a few times per week, 1, 2, 3, 4 times per week, he's going to take his body weight in pounds and times it by 17. Okay, well, a bit of chocolate stuck in my throat still. If whatever lifestyle you fit into, use that multiplier. If you're an office worker, you're sedentary / average. If you're on your feet most of the day, so one or the other, you're either on your feet most of the day or you're sat down most of the day. So decide which one you fit into, take your body weight in pounds and times it by the multiplier. And what you're going to get is your maintenance calories. I'm going to write it here, maintenance calories. So let's say, for example, and don't use this number now, this is just purely an example. Let's say you came out with, or somebody, or maybe myself, came out with 2,700 calories. That means that my body in its current condition needs 2,700 calories every single day to stay exactly as it currently is. Does that make sense? So it maintains my current condition. Which is not what we want to do. We want to lose weight. We don't want to maintain. We want to lose weight. We need to be in a calorie deficit, remember? So this is our maintenance calories, which we don't want to be in. So this is going to give you maintenance calories. Get that number, and then we're going to create the calorie deficit. So in 1 pound of body fat, there is 3,500 calories. Okay, 1 pound of body fat, 3,500 calories. So if we're looking to lose 1 pound per week, which is a good healthy range, if you're lean, if you can see abs in any kind of form, 0.5 pound to 1 pound per week is a good healthy range. If you're not lean, if you can't see any visible abs, 1 to 2 pounds per week is a good visible range. If you're severely overweight, we could afford to lose more, but that's a conversation for a different time. So 1 to 2 pounds per week is a good healthy range of losing fat. So if you're looking to lose 1 pound per week, we need to create a deficit of 3,500 calories for the entire week. So if we divide that over the 7 days, that's going to be 500 per day. So what we do, we take our maintenance calories, we take off 500, and that is going to leave us with, in this example, would leave me with 2,200 calories. So that now is my estimated fat loss number. I'm estimating that if I went down to 2,200 calories, I would be losing on average about 1 pound per week, which would be good for me. Right, so what we're going to do is we need to test this number out. So whatever number you've come up with, however much fat, if you want to lose 1 pound or 2 pounds, for example, if I wanted to lose 0.5 pound per week, I would take away 250 calories. If I wanted to lose 2 pounds per week, I would take away 1,000 calories. In this case, it's £1 a week, take away 500 calories, 3,500 over 7 days, gives me 2,200, which is my estimated fat loss number. So we then need to test this out for a week or two to see what happens, to see if we are losing that £1 per week. If we are, great. If we're not, then we adjust. We lower the calories a bit more, or we up activity a bit more. Right, so what we're going to do is go to myfitnesspal.com. It's all free account, do it online or get the app on your phone. Fantastic app, completely free. You're going to go into settings, into goals. You'll have to have a bit of a play around with it, but go into settings, into goals. There's a tab that says calories, and you're going to manually input your estimated calorie number into MyFitnessPal and save it. And then you're going to track your food for the next week or two. Okay, really easy to use MyFitnessPal. It'll do all of this stuff for you. It'll track all your calories, it'll count all of your calories. You don't need to write anything down or do maths or nothing like that. Just don't let MyFitnessPal work out these numbers for you. There is an option where it will work out your estimated calorie needs. Don't do that because it's known to have a terrible algorithm, and it's really bad. It's known for being vastly incorrect. So get your fat loss number yourself. Just use MyFitnessPal to track your food intake day to day. There's a button on the top you press, and you can scan the barcode on the foods that you're eating. If you don't have a barcode on the food that you're eating, if you've got a banana, for example, there's a search function. You just search for banana at the top, press enter when banana pops up, and it'll track the calories. So it'll track everything for you nice and easily. Just make sure to save your fat loss number in MyFitnessPal manually. Don't let MyFitnessPal work out the numbers for you. Right, okay, so that's how you get your maintenance calories, that's how you create the deficit, and this is how to get your fat loss number, and then we test it out with using MyFitnessPal, and then we see what happens after a week or two, if we're losing fat or not. If you don't want to do this, I'm going to put a link below for a website called freedieting.com. It's got the most accurate online calorie calculator that I've come across, and I've come across hundreds, so it's right below. Just click it, enter some details, your height, your weight, lifestyle details, and it'll work it out for you. It'll come up with a fat loss number for you, okay? So do either or, either use the link below or just use this multiplier and come up with your fat loss number. So, okay, so that is part 2. That is how to come up with your calorie intake to lose fat. What we need to do next is we need to work out how much protein you need, how many fats you need, and how much carbohydrates you need. We'll also go through and explain what they do, explain what protein is, how it works in your body, why you need it, why it's so important. The same with fats and carbs, and we'll break down how much you need to set up your diet and to fit in to your daily calorie allowance. All right, so that's advanced nutrition. So you know you need to be in a calorie deficit from part 1. You know how to work out how many calories you need to lose fat from part 2, math. Part 3 is going to be advanced nutrition, protein, carbs and fats, what they are and how much you need, and how to set up your diet. So click the link below, go to part 3, and we'll dive into advanced nutrition. I'll see you in part 3.